The American singer and actor James J.T. Taylor is worth $6 million. August 1953 saw the birth of James J.T. Taylor in Lawrence, South Carolina. The reason Taylor is most known is that she was once the lead vocalist for the band Kool and the Gang. At the age of 13, Taylor started his first band while working as an amateur nightclub vocalist. In 1979, he became the lead singer for Kool and the Gang after joining them. Originally known as the Jazzy Acts, Kool and the Gang were formed in 1964 in Jersey City, New Jersey, and performed jazz, soul, funk, disco, and R&B. Globally, Kool and the Gang has sold over 70 million albums. Robert "Kool" Bell on bass, Ronald Bell on tenor saxophone, James J.T. Taylor on lead vocals, Clades Charles Smith on guitar, Larry Gittens on trumpet, Rick Westfield on keyboards, Dennis Thomas on alto saxophone, and Mark Blakey on triangle have been their main members. In 1969, Kool and the Gang released their debut studio album of the same name. The group's greatest years of success were in the 1980s, and they have released 23 studio albums. 2013 saw the release of their most recent album, Kool for the Holidays. Jungle Boogie, Hollywood Swinging, Higher Plane, Spirit of the Boogie, Ladies' Night, Too Hot, Celebration, Take My Heart, You Can Have It If You Want It, Steppin' Out, Get Down on It, Joanna, Fresh, and Cherish are a few of their most well-known and successful singles. When they were a part of Saturday Night Fever, the original movie soundtrack, they were awarded the 1979 Grammy Award for Album of the Year. After departing the band in 1988, Taylor put out 4 solo albums. Lead singer J.T. from Kool and the Gang has a gorgeous family and looks amazing at 65. After departing from the band Kool and the Gang in the 1970s, J.T. Taylor, who was most known for his vocals, seemed to vanish. He has a lovely family and is already 65 years old. Last year, James J.T. Taylor and his former bandmates Robert "Kool" Bell, Ronald Bell, and George Brown performed live for Songwriters Hall of Fame fans. Taylor and his former bandmates hadn't been spotted together in 25 years before the performance. Friendship problems and broken relationships were the band's first causes of disintegration. They each gave brief acceptance speeches after being inducted into the Hall of Fame last year, and then they unleashed a thunderous rendition of their song, Celebration. It's about the people who contributed to the songwriting, the song's inspiration, the location of the recording, and my family, and everything like that. And I consider how the song might have turned out differently or inspired something else if this or that one thing hadn't happened. Before the induction, JT remarked, "And when you see how delicate that process is and how fortunate we were to have the stars aligned for it to happen. So for me, it's about the people and the experience." In addition to his performance from the previous year, he frequently gives performances across multiple nations. JT has dedicated his time to assisting his son Xavier, who is also a musician, in making a name for himself in the field. From 1978 until 1988, JT was the lead vocalist for Kool and the Gang. He returned for a brief period in 1996. In his interview for the Hall of Fame, JT talked about some of his problems with the band. He also talked candidly about the aspects of their breakup that he would change. "If I could change anything, it would be that we are no longer friends because of a legal dispute. They claim that even though I had left the band, you should still consider the way we recorded our songs. We spent 10 years together every day," JT remarked. He continued by remembering the good times. He disclosed that they really just had the desire to write music, and that they had a system in place for making music. "When everything went legal, I was like, really? What's the point when we can never truly rid ourselves of the magic we once possessed? But it humbles me so much to think about how our music has impacted people all over the world. I get a little chilly just thinking about it right now." When speaking about their breakup, the singer said, "I always keep that in the forefront and count my blessings." JT remains wed to his spouse Starliana, a singer and erstwhile member of the Aura group from the 1980s. Xavier is the son they have together. After the band disbanded, Taylor concentrated on his solo career and has since put out a few solo tracks. Every child of the 1980s and 1990s recalls the exuberant sensation of twirling to the 1980 hit song Celebration while enjoying backyard barbecues. The creators of that very song, Kool and the Gang, were essentially hip-hop's pioneers and went on to collaborate on 23 groundbreaking studio albums. On Wednesday, September 9, 2020, Ronald Collis Bell, the band's co-founder, died away at the age of just 68. A true music legend has left this world. The friends and family of Ronald Collis Bell, along with the lead singer of Kool and the Gang, are in mourning over the passing of the singer-songwriter. Watch this space for updates. According to USA Today, publicist Sujata Murthy confirmed that hip-hop icon Ronald Collis Bell passed away early on Wednesday, September 9th at his U.S. Virgin Islands home. Tia Sinclair Bell, his wife, was by his side. His 10 children, Khadija, Rashid, Nadira, Liza, Mariam, Amina, Jenna, Collis, Asia, and James, also survive him. As of this writing, the cherished singer's cause of death remains undisclosed, and it remains unclear if he had any pre-existing medical conditions. Ronald's family has reportedly asked for donations to the Boys and Girls Club of America in lieu of flowers, and his funeral services will be held in private. As the lead singer, Ronald co-founded the band in the 1960s with his brother Robert Bell and a few neighborhood friends, including Ricky West, Dennis D.T. Thomas, Charles Smith, George Brown, and Robert Spike Mickens. They became well known in the 1980s and changed the genre of their music from jazz, funk, and R&B to hip-hop. Before being admitted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2018, they were honored with a Grammy Award in 1978 and a BET Soul Train Lifetime Achievement Award in 2014. J.T. Taylor, the band's former lead singer, is getting close to 70 years old. He's mostly kept low since leaving the group to pursue a solo career, but Amo Mama claims that he occasionally does international solo shows, spends most of his time with family, and is currently assisting his son Xavier in becoming well known in the music business. It is evident that Ronald's death had a profound impact on him, as evidenced by his emotional Instagram tribute. With the passing of Ronald Bell, aka Collis Baton, it's a very sad day in Kool and the Gang land. Over a picture of the two of them, it says, "Please join me in sending condolences to his family and friends. Our leader was Khalid. He was the one who got me into the group, and I will always be really grateful to him." He went on, "It's been a while since I've felt this much heartache. Brother, rest well. You'll hold a special place in my heart forever." Keyboardist Ricky West, guitarist Clades Charles Smith, trumpet player Robert Spike Mickens, guitarist Woody Sparrow, trombonist Otha Nash, and trombonist Clifford Adams are among the Kool and the Gang members who have departed from this life. Saxonist Louis Van Taylor, trumpet player Larry Gittins, keyboardist Kevin Lassiter, keyboardist Sir Earl Toon, trumpet player Senny Skip Martin, and singer Donald Boyce are among the other ex-members who are still alive. As of right now, the group is still performing. Members include drummer George Brown, saxophonist Dennis Thomas, keyboardist Curtis Fitzwilliams, drummer Tim Horton, guitarist Kevin Bell, singer Lavelle Evans, trombonist Jermaine Bryson, singer Walt Anderson, trumpet player Ravi Best, and saxophonist Shelley Paul. Bassist and co-founder Robert Kool Bell is also a member of the group. Many people were moved by Collis, and we are extending our deepest sympathies to all of Kool and the Gang's members, as well as the singer's friends and family. We will miss you, Ronald Bell. RIP.